We're not.
That's alright, I'll do it now. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
There you go, for the last one. Then there'll be a spike on that one and a spike on this one.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Uncleanables Podcast. I'm going to grab a
Boil the water. We still need a sponsor.
I was going to scratch this off.
No, don't do that.
Bun Guinness.
This was
Unless you want a
Joe's.
sponsor. Really?
Yeah.
We just need to get a sticker straight over the front.
Or a company that will supply their own branded fridge
Beverages.
with branded beverages.
Mate, what about Yorkshire tea?
That'd be
They
right.
sponsored us.
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that at all.
Right,
Mate, how we doing?
hang on, before we forget.
What is it?
We're going to start today's podcast with the how many customers board.
Yes.
And I haven't uploaded the sound bar yet, so you can have this one instead.
Right, here we
Whilst
go.
Dan gets the board.
Right, let's grab a pen.
There should be one down there.
God, hit my way.
Loads of them. Man, I reloaded on that. Right. So, I know we've
What's the
got...
fella's name?
I'm going to find out.
I'm going to find out as well.
You know, podcast is now like fucking nearly overtaken my personal YouTube channel on growth.
JTS window cleaning. He's
So,
in.
JTS sold his window round to 400 customers because he had a child, not him, his wife or his partner, so he could spend more time at home. Became a bus driver, got sleep apnea, so had his bus licence taken away and has now returned to window cleaning and ready to absolutely smash the day.
Mate, he's hit the ground running.
So I don't know if we've had anyone else like confirm they want to join. It was mentioned on the Really Quiet episode, so you probably didn't hear it. Oh, we've had some fucking quality. We'll go through some comments today as well, because I haven't looked at this in ages and we've got loads.
I'm on 14 by the way.
Oh, okay, so that's since the 1st of August, yeah? So this whole month?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. You have got some catching up to do, big man.
Yeah, but you've got like, you're spending 5 times my budget.
Oh, render error, what's that all about? Oh, look. Hi, hello, we've had some weeds come back through already after 1 week.
Oh, mate!
Alright, what's that got? Fucking
But is it clean though?
yeah.
What you got? How many you want?
Sorry, hang on. My reporting's not reporting. I'm on 65.
Mate, that's insane.
And JTS is going to give us his number on Saturday
Does
when
that
this
make
comes
sense?
out. So if you want to join the How Many Customers board for this go
For this
round,
competition?
then just drop your name and the amount of customers you've added since the 1st of August into the comments.
Yeah, we've got, how many slots have we got? We've got 1,
5 should
2,
be.
3, 4,
That's
5
it,
left.
that's 5, yeah.
And JTS, you've got to get your numbers in, mate.
Yeah, so he's going to do that on Saturday.
Good lad.
Right, let's have a look at some of these comments before we get into the nitty gritty. So, Keith from Corion Cleaning said, it's crazy to me that trads don't charge more of a premium, especially if going up and down ladders. Risk goes up as price goes up, surely. I completely agree with him.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think I did meet a trad company who charged like more than Waterford Pole for the privilege of having a trad window cleaner because they're so sparse. Which
Yeah,
I think
see,
is what you should be doing if you're trad.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I mean, the only trad fella I know, I think he said he aims for around about £30 a standard residential house, which is kind of like I think he's edging for like that's his minimum, which makes total sense.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
In terms of time, etc.
It's much.
Gutter Legends, I love this one. Ryan and Dan Legends, keep up the great work, guys. The new setup looks amazing and very professional. Keep grafting and it all will come good from Ben at Gutter Legends.
Cheers, Ben.
Good Ben.
Someone, Adam Heart Up, said, what gutter vacs do you recommend for domestic and the occasional commercial? I'm in grounds maintenance and looking at a gutter vac as an add-on for the quieter months. January, February, once all the leaves are down. I'd market this to households, however I would also approach the commercial sites I've maintained the grounds for. There are big sites, e.g. power stations with massive gutters. Any advice would be grateful. I think you've already replied.
Would you
to this
agree
one.
with that though? With what I've said? I've just said
so Dan said, we both have used the large commercial gutter vacs from either Skyback or GVS. However, we found it to be overkill for residential, more weight on and off the van. and movement is significantly slower. I would agree with you. I think if you are going to be doing, if you know you're going to be doing
Resis.
the bigger commercial stuff, like semi-regularly, even once or twice a year, I'd probably go for like the middle option.
Yeah.
I don't think Skyvac have a two motor.
No, I don't think they do.
I know GVS do.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called. It's like the Predator something, or the Panther.
That's us, isn't it?
Yeah. It comes with a balaclava at the back of a van. So yeah, I would probably go with a middle 2-vac vacuum if I was in that position.
Yeah. And then we got Unite All Action. I think you might be looking at employees in the wrong way. Instead of focusing on just finding work for them, give them the task you're currently doing so you can free up your time to focus on other things, working on your business rather than in it. Yeah, totally.
I agree with that to a certain extent, but the employees we're taking on are window cleaners. They're coming to work to clean windows. They're not coming to work to deliver leaflets or do other stuff. I know if I asked Elliot to do that, it would demotivate him.
Yeah.
It would be a morale killing task rather than a morale building task.
I was having this conversation with someone as well the other day, over the weekend, and I said, if I was to take someone on now, I feel like the initial kind of benefit of having them would be great because ultimately you've got your time back. However, if you haven't got a full day for them every single day, exactly that. What they're going to do is just come and deliver leaflets, and now you've just got a really expensive.
And they're just going to go look for another job.
Yeah, of course they are, because it's just
they want security in their job. If they feel like they're struggling to get more work on because you can't afford to pay them, they're going to be worried about their job security, right?
Yeah, there is that to it as well.
Mr. John said, you're better getting more work so that you're behind with your monthly window cleaning round, then taking on an employee, then adding another 2 weeks of window cleaning work. You're not too far away with wages, etc. Then, yeah, in an ideal world, that would be the perfect route to take, but it's very difficult to manage 2 weeks of extra work that you can't handle.
I think my anxiety would
with 2 people
really
and booking new people. So, like for example, I've had to turn my ads off today. They're not going back until the 1st of September because Elliot's got 3 days holiday booked in the next 2 weeks. We're fully booked for this week, and next week he's got 2 of those days off. So that puts us out for next week. That takes us to the end of the month, and it's like, how am I going to add more work in that 2 weeks? Really, I need another staff member so that I can continuously add 30 jobs a week.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to swallow a wage bill whilst I build it, but that's the job of the entrepreneur, right?
Yeah.
Ultimately, I
I
think.
think that's about it for the comments.
Clean to the Core said, best podcast yet, lads, really good listen. So, might just make that strap line for the podcast.
Do you know what? I watched it back today, and I quite liked it. It was good. I think we touched on quite good points, to be honest with you. Especially about the motivation and things like that. It's good. Good little snippets and good little takeaways.
Yeah, I think... sorry, I've just reread that message about the weeds coming through and it's jarred me.
So what happened? What was it?
I don't even know what job it is. I've done quite a few. But the 3 jobs I've done recently have been like monsters with weeds.
Yeah.
And I've said to all 3 of them, there's clearly an underlying issue. Like driveways aren't meant to get this weedy. Looks like a garden. Said you're going to have to treat it with weed killer once a month, like to stay on top of it. Generally, you get at least a month before you see anything after a fresh clean. But it just so happens that this one's going to be. That's the first time I've ever had that.
I find it funny when they moan about weeds.
Yeah.
Because weeds it's got nothing to do with us really. We
No.
clean it.
Yeah, well, that's what I'll explain to her. But when there's an underlying issue, there's not really anything you can do about it.
Do you know another little trick as well to look out for? Because I done a driveway, and it was like grass growing over where the neighbour's grass was.
Yeah.
And what the neighbour was doing is I've cleaned it, and then I was doing her windows and that on a regular. And when I was going back there, I noticed that it was growing again. And when I looked at the grass, the neighbour wasn't cutting his grass. It was flowering, seeding, and the seeds were blowing. And I said, you're just going to have a fight constantly until he cuts his grass. That's the issue. And then it made sense.
Yeah.
So have a little look round, and then if there's anything like, if they're not keeping on top of things, etc.
Just like, for example, one of the ones I've done recently was like both driveways either side were raised.
Yeah.
So like all the water from both those driveways are going onto her driveway when it rains.
Yeah.
So it's going to create this like damp
like
area.
And all the
great
seeds
to grow.
are up,
Exactly.
in there. Yeah, totally.
The other one that I've done recently, which it could have been, was it wasn't lower, but it was really weedy. But she had artificial grass put down. I don't know if that makes a difference, but there's obviously nowhere for anything to grow, so it's going to force its way through in other areas because it can't come through the grass. It's quite difficult for it to come through the grass, I think.
Yeah, there's a few factors, definitely.
Yeah, I'll find out. Or I'll just block her and ignore it.
Mate, that's the beauty of today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just leave the phone off the hook,
Yeah.
metaphorically. Mate, how's the week looking?
It's been a busy one. We've had a lot of new customers this week, back end of last week, this week, and beginning of next week, from like the influx of new work we've had. So there's lots of days where we're doing first cleans this week. Tomorrow I'm on a big patio. We're re-levelling it. We're cleaning it, re-levelling it, securing some of the ones that are meant to be secured, and repointing it. So I've got that booked in across 3 days, but I've made plans for day 3, so I need it to be done in 2 days.
Do you reckon you do it?
Yeah. It's not a huge patio.
How are you raising it? Sand and cement?
I'm not raising it, I'm re-levelling it.
Well, then if it's low, how are you going to raise it up?
So I've got sand, it's laid on sand, it's not concreted on. So I've just got some sand to re-level it, but it's not horrendous. It's not like dips and troughs. It's just some corners are like sticking up, and it's an elderly lady. She's concerned about tripping over. We've done a couple of these. They're pretty straightforward. So just time consuming.
You've taken a lick with you?
No. So he's got like 10 or 11 window cleans, and then he's going to come join me.
There you go.
So we should get a good bulk of it done tomorrow. Then the day after. So Elliot still can't do soffits and fascias. It's just a bit too much on his shoulder. So he's got a bunch of first cleans on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But one of them, when I booked them in, they booked soffit and fascia clean. So I'll go do that Wednesday morning first thing, and then go back to the patio job and finish off whatever needs finishing off.
I reckon you do that in 2 days.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. It's not massive. I've got everything I need to do it, so it's not like...
That's beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like like if you were sanding and cementing,
yeah,
you'd have to wait for it to set and
totally,
everything, and so it's not that horrendous.
Not horrendous.
And it's not huge. So I'm hoping she moves all of her plant pots, because that's going to take me probably 45 minutes in the morning. There's so many, but she is elderly, so I did ask her when I booked it in. I just said if you wouldn't mind moving them or getting someone to move them, that would save me about an hour.
Do you find no one moves anything for you, mainly on
It's
jobs?
like 50-50.
Yeah? Do you find? What, half your jobs move stuff?
Yeah.
Really? Mate, I'd say 1 in 10 move stuff for me.
Yeah, it depends on where you're doing jobs, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think sometimes some people are just really thoughtful and they think, well, I've asked you to clean this area, let me move it. I've had people move stuff for window cleans.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like they're just thoughtful people and they think stuff's in the way, they'll move it.
But doesn't it make sense? That it kind of does make sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I would personally move stuff if I'd asked someone to clean my patio. I would clear it.
I would as well.
Ultimately, I wouldn't want someone to like break some of my stuff. And secondly, it's like, how are you going to clean it if there's stuff on it?
Yeah, I always think that as well. What about really big pots? Do you move them or not?
No.
No, never move them. I don't move them either.
No, I always say to the customer, like, it's a two-pronged thing. One, it could easily break. It's super heavy. I'm not moving it like on a dolly. I'm going to either like roll it on its side or on the edge, or I'm going to try and pick it up, and then I've got to try and lower it without too much force.
Yeah.
And secondly, who's going to pay my wages if I do my back out? I can't work because I've moved your pot.
There is that to it as well.
It's like, it's not like if you were like, if that was the difference between me having the job and not having the job, I'd walk off.
Yeah, no, I get you.
It's like,
I see some of them pots are just. I know it's a real silly subject, but like some of them pots are ridiculous. You can buy. Like some of them are like 5 feet tall, and they're like full to the brim saw, and it's like in the grand scheme of things, dude. Like, what a ridiculous thing to have because you're never going to move it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just chilling there now, and it's like now you've actually got to dig all the soil out.
Yeah, if you want to move it, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And even like whatever you put in, it's going to be pretty heavy as well. It's not like you're putting like a little couple of potted flowers in it.
It's crazy.
It's even going to have like a
tree
one of those mini
out.
palm trees or like a pear tree or something. They're quite heavy on their own.
No, definitely, mate.
So how's your week been? What have you been up to?
Yeah, all right, mate. Did I tell you the story with the fishing weight or not? Did I mention it?
Yeah, I think you told me. I don't know if you.
So
no, I don't. I think you told us downstairs.
So I had a roof scrape, 2 roof scrapes on Friday, just gone nice and straightforward, nice and easy. And one of them, the first one got to, and the dude come out and he's a fisherman, right? So it was a beautiful day, and I'm obviously on the tower and that, and then he's messing around in the garden with all his fishing bits and pieces. And the tower, we couldn't get through the doorway, so I said just slide a fence panel out and just lift it over the gravel board. I thought I'm not breaking the tower down. So I've got hold of one side, fella on the other side, we've lifted it up. And as I'm lifting it up, his fingers hit me on the head. And like, mate, it felt like a punch. And I was like, what on earth was going on? I was looking around, I thought a bird had landed on my head. I know that sounds silly, but it was genuinely like a proper crack. So I'm giving the fence panel to my brother and I'm like, mate, take that. I said, like, I don't even know what's going on here. I feel like I've just been attacked. And I'm looking around, mate, it was a fishing weight. He'd glued his fishing weights back together and rested them on the fence. So I've gone and lifted the fence up and 4 of them fell on me. One of them cracked me right on the head.
You won't come out on the video, but you have got a little mark. Like
I have, didn't
I?
Yeah.
Little cut on your head.
And so the week's been alright, mate. I sat down and done rounds the other day. So
wait, hang on, I've got a. Where is it?
You've got a cheers, haven't you? So it's rounds now. So what I done was it's not as, it wasn't as difficult as I thought it'd be, to be honest with you. It was surprisingly easy. There's a couple of bits and pieces it gets hairy where they start getting close to each other. So what I done, if that makes sense, so certain areas. So what I done was I just picked.
You were there like on the line.
Yeah,
you
so
don't
I
know
just
which area to put them in.
Yeah, so I just obviously pick a main road and then go everything right of this or everything left of this, and so the rounds went well. I've got them in now, but what I've noticed is instead of having like 3, 4 and 5 on this day and then 8 on that day and then all the rest of it, now where I've got them all heavy on one day, now obviously I've got nothing during the week almost, if that makes sense, because until it rolls around, which is good because obviously I've freed a lot of time up, but the only downside of that is it looks like I'm not financially doing any money.
Yeah.
I am. I'm doing the same. It can't change. I'm doing the same amount of money, but obviously where I've moved them all. So it's kind of freed me up a lot, which is handy. So I've got a couple of early days this week, which is fine. So I'm just going to work things out as I go along, really. The ads are doing well. I've changed my ads. I've done the 5-year-old thing. It's just a photo of me. You know, like it looks like an advert that a 5-year-old made.
Oh, I thought you meant you had photos of 5-year-olds. I was like, we admitting that on the podcast. Okay.
Mate, that's a joke. I don't want to carry on. So yeah, so it's all good in the hood, mate. It's all good in the hood.
So what have you changed with your ad?
Mate, I
just made it more basic.
Made it extremely basic. Yeah. Extremely basic. One solid colour behind me. No fanciness, no swirls, no nothing like that, and it just nice and easy.
Yeah, it just does what it says
so,
on the tin.
Exactly that. So I'm noticing a good response. I'll be honest with you though, I don't like it. I really don't like it.
It's not for you though.
No, it's not for me, and I'm toying with the idea of running a proper ad, as in like a filmed one with a videographer, because I think it would just be cool, and I really want it for like branding.
Yeah.
I think it would just be good for branding, you know. So like it's not dissimilar to when you had the photo shoot for all your good images.
Done. I've spoken to you.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah,
you have.
Specifically for ads, but they just didn't perform.
Did they not? So did you run them ads?
Yeah,
and what sort of leads was you getting?
I got no leads.
Really?
On the window cleaning one, I didn't run the gutter one. I might give it another go, like back end of this year, September time or something.
Yeah.
But again, I just think when it comes to Facebook ads, you just want to, like, people are scrolling, they're not necessarily reading, so you just need to get across what you're doing as quickly as possible, and in as plain as day as you possibly can.
But
unless you create some sort of like semi-viral style ad where, you know, you must have seen those ads where it starts off with like one of those satisfying videos where like push a ball down the stairs, then it flicks to a game advert or something like that. Unless you do something like that where it's like maybe you film like a really heavy gutter being vapped out slowly and then it cuts to like something else, obviously still vac related. But
then answer me this, right? Because I know we dumb it down and all the rest of it, and it does seem to be working. I'm not saying it doesn't work, but like, just change it slightly, and just be like, imagine if you were shopping now. Let's say you was looking for, I don't know, someone to come in your house and do some work, and if you got one fella who's done a decent advert with a videographer, and it's showing him and it's showing his brand and all the rest of it, and then you've just got a photo of a geezer with like a yellow background.
You're falling into that. The ad's not for you. You appreciate that stuff because you're you.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But 95% of your customers aren't like you. They're.
Do you reckon that's what it is?
Yeah. Is that absolutely what it is?
See, it's interesting because I feel like I had some great leads from that advert I ran, and now I've changed it up. It's going to be interesting to see what sort of quality and what the average is. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, but you probably will get a better quality of lead with a better ad, like 100%. You're more likely to get someone inquire who's more likely to spend the money if you do a high production video. But the amount of people there are out there that are like that
are very few and far between.
Are a smaller percentage, therefore your lead costs go through the roof. Whereas when you're spending money on marketing, you particularly with Facebook, because it's not, it's not intent based, you're almost throwing shit at a wall and hoping something sticks. So you want to cover as much of that wall as you can with as much shit as you can to get as much stuck as possible, and then you filter through.
It's just numbers, isn't it?
Because there's going to be a bunch of people that have thought about having it done, maybe inquired with 10 different companies and not like the price. Then they inquire with you, the same price comes back, and they just go, fucking hell, I'm just going to get it done, it needs doing now.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's a portion of that where you'll just happen to be in the right place at the right time. There'll be a portion of people that just like the whole straight to the point. There'll be a portion of people that you might have to answer a few questions because they're a bit dubious about getting it done.
Do you ever feel like you'd like to aim for big ticket spenders? I know that's obvious.
Yeah, in an ideal world, yeah. Like I've got a couple of jobs, like window jobs, that are like 120 quid a month.
Yeah.
If I could get 10 of them, it'd be like 2 days work, 5 jobs a day. That'd be lovely.
Yeah.
But the reality is
it's not going to work like that.
Yeah, and the people with houses that are going to be 120 quid don't want to spend money.
Do you find that though?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Most of them. Some of them just don't care. Like, I don't know if they appreciate the cost of the size of their house, or they just don't give a shit. I lean more towards they just don't give a shit and they want it done, and it's easier just to go, whatever.
Yeah,
they're not going to argue over 30 or 40 quid or whatever. Like, it's such a little amount of money to them. But then there's the majority of them are like, 120 quid's a lot of money. It is a lot of money, but you've got a lot of house. Like, you're probably in a 2 million quid house, paying 120 quid a month to keep it clean, or so you can see out your windows, is like not a lot in the grand.
It's interesting because you could be like, you do it once and save 120 quid, and then give me a call and let me know if you still want me to come or not.
It's not that they want to do it themselves.
No, I know
it's that
not.
They don't want to pay.
I get that as well. But it's like, I feel like some of the things as well we do though, like the reach and wash system is the governor. Like, mate, you can hit windows that are like you'd never get
there's absolutely zero chance that Trad could do the job that
You
the
can
one
do it
that's
with
120
120
quid a month.
Yeah.
It just
Totally.
almost all the windows are unreachable.
Do you know what I want to know with trad? I want to know, can they do the back of a house when it's got an extension? If it isn't flat roof. If it's a pitched roof
No.
with tiles. That's
Well,
what I mean.
Depending on the pitch of the roof, they can walk on the tiles, but they can't do like windows above conservatories.
This is what I mean.
Unless they use, some of them would use an extendable pole.
Oh, as in and then squeegee it with it.
Yeah.
Really?
If you were smart, and you was trad, and you were charging a premium for that service, then absolutely, yeah, I think they would be using the extendable pole. But if you're trad that's like, yeah, it's £8 for a 3-bedroom house, then they're not going to bother buying equipment just to do one window on 1 out of 10 houses. But I had a job today, similar situation to what you just said. They've had a 3-metre extension put on the back. It's not a big extension, but instead of flat roofing it, because it's only 3 metres, they've just pitched it to the wall, and then the 2 windows above, and that was quite a steep pitch, so you wouldn't have been able to clean them, Joe, I don't think.
I clean windows and gutters on a woman's house once, and she was telling me about how a window cleaner, she wasn't too happy, and he was traditional, and I said, all right, and I said, how did he do these then? Because it was exactly that, it was like 3 metres and it was pitched. She goes, oh, I just used to walk on the tiles.
I've seen a guy in Rochford tried in the front, so that you usually find that at the front of the house, right? That they've got like a full width pitch, lower section. But he just walked along, he cleaned one, and then walked along, cleaned the other one, and then walked back and got down his ladder. And I was sitting there watching him like, mate, I'm going to see someone die. Like, I'm literally going to watch him die.
I just think you'd go through it, wouldn't you? And like you hear them crack under your feet and stuff like that.
I mean, if you've got an understanding of how roofs are built, then I think you could avoid.
See, but there's an element of like, would I walk on a roof? Yes, yeah. And it's like to do, if I had to make a repair in a storm on my house, on the ridge tile that's just fallen off, yeah, I'll get up there, right? But I'm not getting up there to clean windows. I'm not walking on roofs to clean windows.
Elliot sometimes gets on like a
tile roofs.
Yeah, not 2-story, a single story, it's tiled roof. But he used to fix Velux windows,
so he knows. Yeah.
You have to do from the outside. So he's got an understanding of where to step, the pitch that's quite safe to step on, the pitch that's not safe to step on, the type of tiles that's safe to step on and not safe to step on. And I've always said to him, like, I'm not expecting you to do that, but he finds that easier, and he knows how far along the safety scale to say yes or no. And I trust that he makes the right decision with that, but I would never ask anyone to do it. I wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't do it either. I find it wild.
Yeah.
But listen, it works for some people.
Yeah. So, to be fair with you, I have done it a couple of times, but like the really, really shallow pitched and the big concrete flat tiles.
Yeah. Mate, that was the roof I've done, the big concrete flat ones, mate. It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was great.
They're never that, because they're heavy, they only ever put them on shallow pitch roofs. And you can walk, or you could fucking jump on them, they'd be alright.
They are pretty cool, aren't they?
That's like, basically like patio on your roof. Don't get stronger than that.
Mate, you're away.
It was funny enough, the only time I've ever broke a roof tile cleaning a roof has been one of those big concrete ones.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did it...
Is the roof you done? Remember the very first roof that I cleaned? And you done it with me, and we turned up, the pressure washer wouldn't turn on or something.
That was
so we had to come back.
Yeah.
And then there was already a hole in the roof where it looked like something had fallen off of the aerial. So we had to get Lou's mate to come round.
Oh, we stuck the tile in, yeah.
But then, as I was cleaning it, I can't remember how it happened, but I broke another one. So we ended up replacing two.
Mate, don't roofers make it look easy?
Yeah, he just ran up he used our ladders as well.
That's what I mean.
He ran up the roof.
Yeah.
20, 30 both tiles were on the back. And he got up on the front.
And then walked
over to the back. He was up there 25 seconds.
Right, we ain't using our free will enough. There's dudes out there just walking on roofs. When you start doing it...
I still wouldn't do it.
Would you not?
No.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Mate, I'm 16 stone. You don't want me on your roof. I'll be like Santa coming in through the fucking... Instead of the chimney, I've just come through the fucking eaves.
Have you seen some of them videos of chimneys getting taken down?
No.
You've never seen them? When they take chimneys down and they just do it and it's like, just go through roofs.
No, I can imagine though.
It is.
Yeah, I've seen a couple where they're cutting trees
Oh, and it takes the
They just
gaff
take the
out.
whole, the whole roof.
Hard watches, bro.
Yeah.
Hard to watch.
And they just move it. They move the tree the wrong way when they.
Imagine your insurance on something like that. How do you even knock on the door and go, well, you wouldn't even need to, would you?
No, I think they'd know.
They would know when a tree's
It'd be
in
worse
their living
if you
room.
was at home. If you weren't at home, if you was at work, and they've tried to get hold of you, and they're like, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. They're like, I can't wait till 6 before you get home.
Mate,
And they've just fucked off for the day. You come up and you got no roof and a big tree.
Imagine making that call to say, like, yeah, the tree's falling through your house.
I think like when something like that happens and it's like it's so freak. Like I'd be more annoyed if a stone chip broke one of the windows.
No, you wouldn't, mate. You'd be more annoyed that a tree's falling through your
No,
house.
but it's like, what are you going to do, bro? There's a tree falling on your roof. Like,
Yeah, like this.
like it's it. That's it.
Yeah, I know
It's
what you mean.
like
It is what it is.
the
at that point.
insurance can't not pay out. There's a fucking. But no, like you could argue that. Oh no, it wasn't me that done the stone chip. You know, I don't know how the glass broke. I turned up, it was broken. But someone's cutting a tree down, and now there's a tree in your loft. It's like.
It's not your Christmas tree either.
No one's arguing. The
Yeah,
insurance broker's not even sending someone out to inspect. It's like.
Imagine
It's
they
the
did.
most obvious thing.
Imagine they did. They went, so what happened here then?
Yeah. And the insurance guy's like, I can see this very clean cut through the wood, but I'm sure it didn't happen naturally. We don't cover natural disasters.
Mate, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think that would be a little bit easier to deal with. They'd probably put you up in a hotel or something whilst they fixed it as part of the insurance claim. Can't live there, can you?
It's just, I just find it wild.
If any luck it'd rain, then you'd get your whole house replastered.
Oh, yeah, but like, have you ever seen in videos where like, you get flood damage or something like that? Like it floods in the UK, doesn't it? There's a place in the UK that floods every now and then. And then
Can be.
Well, I don't know if it's can be. No, there's like in like the Cotswolds or something, there's rivers that burst and that, and then they do old like devastated houses and all their shit's all floating.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? All your couch and that, and it's like, realistically, how long is that going to take to dry out? Like, settees and that you've got to throw away, but like everything else.
I'm sure it's Jake from Diamond who's coming down Thursday actually. He cleaned a patio or driveway for someone, and then like a week later it flooded.
Really?
Yeah, he went back and re-cleaned it. It's on his YouTube channel.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. But like, it's just like filthy again.
It's just so unfortunate, I think,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Not
It's
much
just
you can do.
so
But
unfortunate.
they live in an area that's prone to flooding, like right on the bank of a river. So like, they're like big expensive gaffs. The flood insurance is just like stupid, crazy expensive as well, I think.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Especially if you're in a, what do they call it? It's not flood. It's not flood zone, is it?
Why would it not be?
It's got a name. I'm sure it's got a name.
Atlantis. I don't know what it's called. I thought it was a floodplain. Prone to... Yeah.
Poseidon's bed.
But mate, to be honest with you, I've put it in rounds and I've got quite a quiet week coming up, to be honest with you. So
What are you going to do?
So I've got leaflets going out every day. It's not a problem, but the lady that's doing it, it's not Royal Mail this time. It's a lady in my local town. She's reached out to me and said, "Look, I deliver leaflets." And I said, "Yeah, okay, no worries. Let's get it going." She, funny enough, when I dropped them off that evening, she went and done one road, and I had a call.
Oh, really?
How cool is that? Yeah. But since then, so she's dropping off about 6,000.
Is she giving you a report of what days?
No.
Like she's doing it and what areas and what roads she's done?
No. So she I know she's done that one road and I got a job out of it, which is good. However, she's doing 5,800 over the course of 4 weeks. So you can imagine it's going to be like, I don't know what the maths is, maybe 80 or 200.
Something like that.
Yeah, every day, which is probably not really gonna.
No.
I'll probably know every Friday. Do you know what I mean? I'll get a couple of leads every Friday or something like that. That's the
Yeah.
logic on it. So, but I'm just going to sit there, wait that out. I need to get a couple of bits and pieces for the business, which is I need to get a new tank, need to upgrade that. Probably going to get a double hose reel. Stuff like that really, and just make my life a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed now, I know it sounds silly, but I've noticed now, I know obviously we've probably already spoke about this, but it's a future proof. And also, it's things like, if you have a busy day and it's a monster, you can't have any help if you've got a single
No,
hose reel.
if you've not got a double hose reel, that's why I've done it early doors.
Because it just makes total sense. Whereas
Yeah.
like, you could take on a mammoth day, couldn't you? If you plugged a new area, and you was like, right, I'm going to load that day up with say 28 or 30 houses, I can do that with someone.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? So little things like that, really.
Yeah.
And just
I've
see how I get on.
been toying with the idea of doing that to sort of slowly implement the next staff member.
With Elliot.
So we've got days at the moment that are like 40 jobs, so we'll do 20 each in one area. Not many, it's like 2 or 3 days in the month. So as that obviously builds up, now all this new area work that I've put in, I've been doing 14 to 17 of these jobs a day, and I think it's about 5 days worth I've been doing that, so it's like 5 or 6 days. So next month I'm going to just plough them all into one day, work out which ones are closest together as we can get them, and then split them over probably 3 days. So then there'll be like 2 days of 40 and then a day of like 20.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking is, like, at that point I might have like 6 days in the month where there's enough work, not for 2 people individually, but there's enough work for
Two-man team.
two-man team,
Yeah.
which can be my month of training someone in the van with Elliot.
Mate, if you've got like 6 days like that already, that's good.
Yeah, it's been going quick.
So, when you say you've got like 17, 18 new, like, fresh cleans on a day, say, would that be a round? You've already building it as a round?
Yes and no. So, as you know,
As time goes on,
CM is quite a big area. So, I've just been putting CM on a day. So, today I've done 1 job in South Woodham, 1 job in Malden, 2 jobs in Whittam, and then 14 or 15 jobs in Chelmsford. So although they're all CM postcode, they're quite far apart.
Yeah.
So that's the sort of days I've been doing. Whereas this time next month, when I put them all onto one day, I can then spread them where we do like just Chelmsford in a day, just Whittam in a day, just Malden in a day. I've got 3 jobs in South Woodham, which probably come your way. But you get the idea. Just in one day rather than like although we're that way, it's not round specific at the moment, so it will be.
So then, do you know what days you're where? Because if you get a lead through and they say, right, I'm in Billericay, do you know off the top of your head what your Billericay day is?
No, not off the top of my head.
So then, how would that look when you add them to the system then?
So they call up, we give them their price. Yeah, cool. Can I go ahead? Okay, cool. Right, let's find out the next day we're in Billericay, and then I'll just go through the diary until I get to a Billericay day.
Is that how you do it?
But we're in each area at least twice a month, and I try and do, like, instead of doing like 2 days in 1 week and then nothing for 2 weeks, I do 1 day 1 week and then 1 day 2 weeks later. And then some of the busier areas obviously might be 3 times in a month.
Yeah, makes sense.
It depends, But then as you add staff members, I think you can bring that back down. So you can go back to just doing it 2 days a month. I put together a spreadsheet a little while ago that basically just done like the perfect like round day over 8 weeks. So you'd have like over 8 weeks you'd have 4 days in each of the busier areas, and then 2 days in each of the quieter areas. But where that falls short is if someone inquires. So like today, someone took a leaflet from me, and he wanted a one-off, so I told him where to jog. But if
do you not do them at all?
No, I just haven't got time. If he called up and said I want a regular clean, he was on the same road as one I was cleaning.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have been able to fit him in today.
Yeah.
So he would have had to go in probably next Friday, even if I could fit him in next Friday. Then that job would then have to be brought back in line with the one on the same road, and it's just like
it don't work now.
It's a ball ache. And if that was a quieter area, I might not have been there next Friday. Like, so we've got a day tomorrow in Wickford where the bulk of our Wickford work is on tomorrow, and then the next time we're in Wickford is 4 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Because we do 4 and 8 weekly, they're effectively all on the same day. So the 4 weekly ones get done on the same day every 4 weeks, and the 8 weekly ones get done
On the same day as the
on the same day. But if someone inquired tomorrow and we couldn't fit it in tomorrow, you'd have to wait 4 weeks before we're back in Wickford because it's a quieter area.
But see, I think that's logical, what you've done.
Yeah,
I totally see it's logical.
People don't always... I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing, like I feel awkward.
But then what I'm struggling to work out is I mean, obviously, I know I've probably naturally got to that point, but it doesn't really... I can't really remember how. But like, let's say now, exactly that. Let's say it's a quieter day, and then you've added a couple, and it's like, right, and then you've hit like, say, 25, 27 in the area, right? And let's say that's your maximum, right? And then say you get 2 more inquiries. So then do you split that then and go, right, so the 27 becomes 29, and then we're going to cut that in half?
Yeah.
So we do 15 and 14?
So I'd probably just do 20 jobs for Elliot, so he hits his £500 daily target. I would do the rest until it gets to
2 days worth.
Yeah, 2 days. And then if it gets to 30 jobs, then I'd take on another person and then just do 15 each, and then we'd build that back up until they're both at 20, and then I will cover the idea is I cover the overspill and first cleans.
Mate, I can just see it getting so techie. I can see it getting so techie with so many areas.
But then by the time you get to like 4 vans plus, you're in each area every week.
Yeah, so now it's a lot easier.
Because you've then got much more work.
And then also as well, when you get cancellations and skips, it works so much better.
Yeah.
Because then you can just nip back round. Yeah, mate, do you know what? There's a lot of juggling in this game.
Yeah.
That I think is quite hard to get your head around.
I'm slowly realising why people were saying like from 2 to 6 vans is like the worst. Just the worst.
Is that why you bought 2 at a time, just so you got...
No, I thought I'll just front load all my pain.
Why did you get 2 at once?
So, it's a sort of three-pronged approach. Firstly, I'm doing, like today I've done 17 first cleans, right? They'd been serviced, so before everyone fucking loses their mind and thinks I'm God. They weren't like fucking filthy, they'd been cleaned between 6 and 12 weeks ago, minimum. Doing that in the big transit van is just annoying. Like I'm pulling up to jobs, I can't get on the driveway, you can't park on the road. Like I had to block the traffic for like 2 or 3 minutes to reverse onto this driveway. It was super skinny. Then as I pulled out the driveway, I've got to do a big swing, so I have to wait another 2 minutes for a gap in the traffic. Then a bus like was beeping at me for like 5 minutes. He was like losing his shit because I was slowly coming out this driveway because I didn't want to take off my side door. And it's just a ball ache. So the smaller van is for me when I'm just doing windows or like soffits and fascias or gutters. The big van will go out if I've got a pressure washing job, roof cleaning, render, carpets, whatever. So it's like going to make me slightly more nimble. The other van, Elliot's going to go into, because it's a slight upgrade for what he's in.
Mate, it's an upgrade from what he's in.
Yeah, so it's got aircon, it's going to have electric hose reels. It's just going to be slightly better for him as part of his wage packet. It's like getting a pay rise. Someone's got to use it. Might as well be him. His van will then be a backup in case one of us breaks down. One van needs to go in for an MOT or whatever it might be. There's a spare van, so there'll be 0 revenue loss if something goes wrong. Also, third point is we're teed up ready for 4 staff. So I haven't got to spend any more money
to get to
between now and £500,000 a year.
Yeah.
Probably.
Mate, that sounds so wild.
Other than the wages, we've now got the office, we've got the storage, we've got the water creation, we've got the vans, they're sign written, we've got the fridges.
Shower.
Yeah, shower. We've got the vans, they're sign written, they're fitted out.
Yeah.
They're solar panelled.
Ready to go, innit?
I can put a staff member in it tomorrow and they can go out early. And all I've got to pay is the wages on top of what I'm paying now. So yeah, it's painful now and I'm having sleepless nights because I'm worried about how much money I'm paying out. And I'm close to tears even now talking about it.
No, I think, yeah, but
I'm trying to ignore it as best I can.
Yeah, but I find that I don't know, but you're wearing it really well. Like I know you're finding it out as you go along, but at the same time, you sound like you're not. You sound like you know exactly the next step.
I know what's going on, and I've got a plan, and it's planned out, and I know what I'm spending.
Mate, drop it, bro.
What, my monthly outlay?
Yeah.
$8.5 grand.
8.5K.
Yeah.
Is that?
And I don't pay myself at the moment.
Mate, that's incredible, Tekkers. But do you know what though, mate? You've done it.
But the point is that is set up now. Other than additional wages, I could probably reach 600k, I think, at a push.
At this unit?
No, with what I've got now.
Oh yeah, I see you.
Without adding any more vans, I'd probably want to add another van as a backup.
You just got the one thing to do though, innit?
Yeah.
Like the biggest thing that you're not thinking about is getting the
Yeah,
customers.
yeah, but that's all I've got to get.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like there's no additional pieces to the puzzle. All the vans are tracked. I've got fleet insurance.
The only thing you've got to worry about now is the customers.
Yeah, so the customers and staff.
Yeah.
Which I know is a fairly large portion of the pie, but like getting customers is fairly easy. It's just how much they're going to cost you.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. And then servicing the debt.
Mate, it's
It is stressful.
It's stressful.
I see why people have panic attacks. Obviously, man.
Do you see why people, like now you're at this stage now, right, and I know you've jumped into the 4 vans and that, and I know you've got 1 employee, but can you see now why people scale back?
No.
Really?
I
You
see
said yourself.
I see why it's easier, but like I can't imagine working for the next 40 years of my life on the tools, or 30 years of my life, however long you want to go until you stop.
Yeah, but you're still going to work. You're just going to work on a laptop.
Yeah. But
arguably, that's a tool.
No. My point is like I can't see myself physically going out cleaning windows.
Yeah.
Like, it just.
Do you reckon you'll be hands off in 5 years?
I ain't got to be hands off in 18 months.
Really?
Yeah. If we carry on going at the rate we're going. Yeah. Because like think about it. In January this year, I had 125, 130 customers. We've just passed 600.
In January?
In January this year.
Hang on a minute, say that again? In January this year you
I
had
had 120 customers.
But when did you take on Elliot?
In February, and I'd added
You was at
17 or something like that. But he wasn't meant to come in February.
Mate, say that again. You had 120 customers, you added 17 and you took on Elliot. So you took on Elliot 137,
So
right?
in January, I decided this year I'm going to take on a staff member. I'd seen Elliot at the gym. Obviously, he's worked for me before. He told me he fucking hates his job, and I'm like, I want to take someone on this year. You'd be a great candidate. He was all over it. I said, brilliant. I said, give me till May. That's what I said to him. So give me till May. I need to add 150, 200 more customers before I take you on.
And you got to 17 and thought, fuck it, here we go.
He got to the beginning of February and he's like, Ryan, I'm going to quit my job. I fucking hate it here. But I think what had happened is I'd given him this way out.
Yeah,
like there was no, I've got to hold on to this job because I haven't got anything else and I need the money. It was like, there's a job waiting there. And I'd said to him, look, if you want to quit your job, ideally work your notice, give me 4 weeks, and there'll be a job for you. I said, you might not be cleaning every day, you might have to do some door knocking or some leaflet delivery or something, but there's a job for you.
Mate, did you...
And then his boss let him go 2 weeks later.
Straight
So
into
he
your arms.
and then I was like, fuck it, like, it is what it is, let's just jump in. But at that point I had about 150 customers, yeah. And now we've just passed 600, so that's what, 450? Yeah, 450 customers added this year between January and August.
It's going to be interesting.
7 months.
I don't want to curse it or jinx it, but it'll be interesting to see the drop-off rate in the
I think it's going to be
I think it's going to be shocking.
noticeable.
I think it's going to slap the Peros, mate. To be honest.
But we've got another 4 months of adding customers before December. So if you can arguably say I can add 500 in a year, in 18 months we'll be at nearly 1,500 customers, which is 3 full vans with a fourth, like working in a fourth.
1,500 customers. What's your average? Roughly £27 a month.
The average now is like 21, I think, or 22.
At 22, that's 33 grand a month.
Yeah, so it's just shy of 400 grand.
So you're at 8 grand.
We're just over 400 grand a year.
You're at 8 grand and out. So let's say, what would you say salary is and bills and etc. on 2 more employees? 4k a month?
No, it's more than that. It's about 3.5k if you include sort of
everything to do with
bonuses,
admin,
holiday, van, everything. Yeah.
Mate, that's nice.
Yeah.
That works well.
But that's if it goes to plan. That's heavy growth as well. Like it's hard.
Do you reckon you'd be bald?
Huh?
Do you reckon you'd be bald?
No, I don't really lose hair when I get stressed. It'll probably go grey.
Mate, you're going grey now.
It'll be
On the
grey.
front.
It's been like this since I was about 18. So
Really?
yeah, it hasn't really changed. My wife takes piss out of me all the time, but it hasn't really got any worse. It's been like this. It's a little bit more salt and pepper, like if you look closely, but like it wouldn't pick up on the camera. But you might be able to pick it up on the camera. Come 18 months. That might happen.
Mate, I think that's incredible. I think that's great.
Like at the moment, it's not hugely stressful because Elliot's fucking diamond.
He's
brilliant.
working well, isn't he?
He's brilliant.
He's doing well. Yeah.
I could end up taking someone on who just causes me no bounds of problems. He crashes a van, you know, he's just like shit, causing re-cleans and whatever else. That's going to make it more stressful.
So I was thinking about this the other day, right? In the grand scheme of things, right? Apart from smashing a window or breaking a couple of pots, right? One of the worst things I think someone can do is send the van straight into the side of another car, right? That's realistically the worst thing.
I mean, they could kill a young family.
Yeah, I mean,
and then it goes in the news that
curbside.
this branded van,
Yeah,
fucking like that would
Mate,
probably
do you
write
imagine?
off your business.
Do you reckon it would?
Yeah.
You'd have to rebrand, wouldn't you?
Oh, you wouldn't want to be so.
The undrivables. But what I was going to say is in the
Final
grand
destination.
No, in the grand scheme of things, I'm trying to think of another innuendo. In the grand scheme of things, it's just going to be dealt with insurance, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's so my insurance doesn't cover the system in the back because it was like a lot more money.
Right.
It wasn't really equivalent to what I paid to put a system in the back. So pay for the van. You still then got to go out and buy another van, get a system installed. It's time. It's time where that person's not. Are you going to want to send that person back out?
You'd probably have to terminate them, wouldn't you? Like, not kill them, but just like terminate the
Well,
contract.
you'd probably want to, but yeah. It's like then you've got to find a new staff member. Then that's the stressful stuff.
Yeah,
Like the work, when it works like nicely, there's no problems. Like an Elliot's, 4 months in, 5 months in? And now he does all the invoicing for his jobs himself. He knows, you know, pretty much everything there is to know.
Runnings, yeah.
But even then, like, he'll go to a new property that he's not been to before. So it's been cleaned, like I've cleaned it. But it went to one a little while ago, and in his defence, you can't see the windows from the ground. There's 4 Velux windows and a window above the extension that you can't see from the ground, but I know to check. But he just didn't think to check. So then I had to go back and re-clean that property. And it's things like that that cause stress. Because like, really, I just want to be like, fuck you, I don't want to come back and re-clean your property, I'd rather lose it. Like, you're not that good of a customer. But you can't be like that.
You notice you're getting that now?
I've had a few, yeah.
Are you getting like real cutthroat on the levels?
Yeah, a lot more than I used to be. So like, I had someone booked in today for a first clean. So before we even arrive at the property, they've created the booking. Like, I want to book in, filled in the form. Cool. We then put them in the diary and send them a text message. Hi, thanks for choosing Curbside. Your first clean date is this date. Please sign up to direct debit. If you've got any questions, please contact me on this number. Right, so they've had a confirmation of the date that they're being clean. I very, very rarely have to change a first clean. The only time I've ever changed it is when Elliot done his shoulder, that first initial week, and I had to like jiggle the diary. They then get the reminder text message the day before. He texted me this morning saying, can I rearrange this clean? No one's going to be in.
Mate, as if you've waited.
So I just deleted it. I didn't even reply, just delete.
Do you go through people's houses as well?
No, not anymore.
Yeah, do you know what? I've noticed now, like, I feel like I'm getting an influx because I'm picking up all the shit
That's exactly what happened to me.
And I was like, and now I've got like 6 or 7 on one day, and I'm like, mate, this just don't work.
I would do it.
At the minute, I'm doing it, but I'm like.
But you'll end up losing them naturally because
it just don't
you'll
work.
put them in for 4 weeks from now or 8 weeks from now, and they'll go, oh, I'm not going to be home today.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah, it's not.
Mate, this don't work for me.
Yeah.
Like.
It's long for man.
Yeah, exactly. But then, like, you get some that, like, I've got days where the whole day revolves around one customer because that's the day they're at home.
Yeah.
And then, if they say, oh, I'm not actually going to be at home that day, I've got, cream tea with my sister. It's like, so now you miss out. Like, I can't rearrange you because the whole day revolves around you because you're in this area and you can only do it Monday. So now all that other work's been put on the Monday. So there's no other days for you now.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So sometimes they're like, cool, understand that, no worries. Other times they're like, oh, okay, well, that doesn't really work for me. And he's like, I'm really sorry, we can't help you anymore.
Do you know what someone needs to do? Do you know what someone needs to make just to make everyone's life easier? I feel like there's a proper space in the market, right, for an app that you develop or they develop or someone develops, and they can log in to see when they're next clean. And I know it's not ideal because it might influence them to just move it willy-nilly, but they can see and move their own days. However, no, that's just going to be a nightmare, isn't it?
Fall apart.
Everyone's just going to move their days.
Even if you could set that app up to say, right, I'm in this area on every Monday of every week.
Yeah.
And if this Monday, you can then move it to another Monday.
Yeah.
Imagine if 10 of them all move to the Monday that you've already got 20 jobs on, and then it's like, I can't handle 30 jobs on my own.
But then it's a shame, really, because like if it was for emergencies only, it would work. But I can just see everyone just taking the mickey.
And they wouldn't, but ultimately they wouldn't use it.
Do you not think?
No.
They'd ring you anyway, wouldn't they? They'd still ring you and text you.
It's like you would never use it.
I don't know, I probably would, to be fair.
You would just ring the company. So like, if you get a doctor's appointment, do you go on the app and make it?
Mate, do I?
There's point proven.
What's the app on the World Wide Web?
Yeah. It's on your mobile phone. It's like a landline, but you can put it in your pocket. It's mad. You would love it. You wouldn't know how to use it, but you'd love it.
Mate, brilliant.
But yeah, it's like, old people wouldn't use it. Like,
it's a shame, really, because like, it's the same with anything, isn't it? If people were more trustworthy and reliable and didn't take the mickey, things would run a lot more smoother.
Yeah, but it's like, if people were more truthful, it's like, if you want a 4 weekly clean and you've got a side gate, because all of my inquiries now have side gates because it won't give them a quote unless they've got a side gate.
Is that right?
Yeah. If the first question on the form is, do you have access to the rear of the house without going through the house?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if we've got to drive around to like a car park and then go down an alleyway. As long as we can access it, they get a quote. There's now no reason why. Like, I can text any of my new customers now and say, no worries, if you're not going to be in, just leave the gate unlocked. And if they say, oh no, I don't want to do that, say, why do you want a window cleaner?
I always
you
find
don't want a regular window cleaner,
Yeah.
you want to clean them when it suits you, which is, we don't offer that. We offer a regular window clean on a day that suits us. And like, and I say things to you all the time where I'm like, get that sorted now.
Yeah.
Because sorting it down the line is fucking difficult. And this is one of those things.
Yeah,
it's like,
it smells
I
now.
wish I'd done this from the beginning, and you would have a bit of a slower growth. But doing it now where, like, I almost need to grow quite quickly, it's like, it hurts when you lose a customer. Even if I'm the one that's deleted them, it's like, you feel it. It's like,
It's money out the door, isn't it?
It's just like, if I didn't need the work, if we was in abundance of work, and like all the bills were like easily covered, and I knew there was money coming in,
You could say goodbye
I'd
to
be
it a lot
like,
easier.
it wouldn't bother me at all. Like, it was 6 months ago, it didn't bother me at all. But now I've added all of these expenses, ready for growth, and it's like, even I know 30 quid a month's not going to change my position. But I know as a customer they were on go-kart list, they had a side gate. It was easy.
I know what you mean.
It was like, it's never the fucking horrible ball ache jobs. Like one I've done today, 12 Velux windows that you can't claim from the ground because of the way the house is situated. It's a bungalow, so it's not horrendous. 12 Velux windows, and I thought, she said to me, oh, you've got to go next door, but they're an elderly couple, so just give them a knock before you go down there, just so they're not, don't get scared. And then I found a little space at the back, and I was like, I can clean the 4 Veluxes from here. So I've done it. And then she popped her head out and she went, oh, just checking you've seen the 9 little like conservatory, top of conservatory windows that are facing next door's garden.
How are you going to get in?
I've got to go next door.
Oh no, surely you'd say no.
Well, I was like,
surely you'd say no.
I don't like saying no on a first clean. Even despite the fact
set the
that I
precedence
should
now,
have
bro.
asked, I asked on the booking form, are there any additional note, like is there anything else you think I should know? You'd like to think that we haven't asked any questions about Velux windows, and if you've got an awkward access window, that's where you put it, in the additional notes section. She hadn't put anything on there. So even though really I'm not in the wrong here, I still don't like doing it. I like to make sure that the customer has got a good first impression.
Yeah, but I think
don't want to turn up and then be like, oh well, you didn't tell me that. Oh well, I can't go next door's garden.
But even if they told you that, yeah, you got to go into next door's garden.
I probably would have just said it's not for us.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's just not cool in
But
anyone's.
that's turned into a £63 clean every 8 weeks now.
Really?
And all I've got to do is knock on the door next door. And like, she was super chill.
How's it 63?
Because it also included, she's got like, so the reason the windows are in next door's garden is because they've got like a lean-to roof extension. So the front door is on this lean-to, and that goes all the way to the back garden. So it's like half the length of the building, and it's like a conny roof, but small. So I said to her that we would never include that in a window, because it's not a window, it's, it's a roof. And then she's going, yeah, but you include the Veluxes.
Why are you arguing?
And I'm like, but that's a roof window. Like, it's not the roof. Like, that is the roof. The whole roof's made of glass. Like, there's a difference. Obviously, I didn't say it to her like that. I was explaining politely. I was like, bitch! And anyway, she was all
You
right
made that
with it.
so easy to understand as well. Just
So,
then, it's
yeah.
a window in a roof. It's
I
not a
said,
roof.
the Velux is a 50p a Velux. There's 12 of them. I didn't feel comfortable charging £1 a Velux, which is what we normally charge. They're all very close together as well. So I was like, there's an extra £6 on your normal window clean. I was like, we can do that roof, but we would normally charge £5 a panel. You've got 8 panels, or whatever it was, 8 panels, so it'd be 40 quid. And she's like, oh, what? The last guys used to include it in the window clean.
Call them.
I was like, but they've gone out of business, mate. Like, that's why you were with me.
What did you say to it? You didn't say that.
No, I said to them, we've just got different policies.
Yeah.
Like, if they included it, that's on them. We don't include it because, like, we have to have a fair. Like, all the customers have to be treated the same. I can't just include it for you, but not include it for someone else. I said, we can clean it for you. So I said, the first time round, it's obviously been a while since they were last done. We can do it for 40 quid, and then if you want it done every clean, we'll just do it for 25. So that plus the 38 on the house, £63 a clean every 8 weeks.
That's beautiful, mate.
Yeah, assuming they stick around.
That's beautiful.
But it's a horrible job.
I wouldn't want to do it.
No, it's like,
I would not want to do
you
it.
half the windows you're cleaning off a ladder,
Yeah.
despite it being a bungalow. I'll probably get a call later on complaining about something, typical. But we're back there in 2 weeks to clean it's not Connie, but the Connie roof. But we've got to do that from next door's garden. And
That's
then,
not the end of the world then. So she's spending dough here.
in an ideal world, next door would sign up as well.
Yeah, that'd be
And
nice.
they definitely haven't got window cleaning, so their windows are rank.
Really?
Yeah. So next time, it won't be me going to do the funny with Elliot, but he's pretty good at signing people up.
Yeah.
So 3 or 4 this month.
Mate, that's beautiful.
Where he's just seen the neighbour and he's on a leaflet and then they've signed up.
Does he get any incentive for that?
I've given him a bit of commission, yeah.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Yeah. But, so, and this might be a bit controversial, if he hadn't done his shoulder, he'd have had his pay rise now, and he'd be on commission probably because he'd be hitting his daily target.
Why is that controversial?
Because he'd done his shoulder off, not giving him a pay rise.
Yeah.
But he is almost back up at full capacity, but like he can't do softness and facias.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I just felt a bit.
No, I'd feel
guilty.
Yeah, but I'd feel guilty as well. But at the same time, you never like it didn't happen at work.
No, and it was
a
horrible 4 weeks for me.
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. It's not the end of like, he is getting it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not that you've completely removed it from the table.
No, he'll get it.
Yeah, of course he will.
But he probably won't get it till next year now because I don't think he's gonna.
Oh yeah, that's my game.
Consistent, yeah, but it's like over winter we're gonna have a lot of skips, a lot of cancellations. It's like I can't give you a pay rise when we're gonna be losing money.
Yeah, fighting for our lives. Yeah. Losing money, mate. Don't say that. Yeah. Don't say that.
No, I think it's gonna be either like a stagnant, like we'll add as many as we lose. Because it's gonna be slower to add. Like I'm not gonna be adding 61 every 2 weeks over winter. I don't think it might go down to 30 to 40 a month, so like 10 a week. But we might lose that because I'm sending texts out to like 30 to 40 customers a day.
Already you're getting drops.
Yeah, like we lost 3 or 4 today, like off of today's work.
Off the rounds.
Yeah.
Completely gone.
Yeah.
See, that's another thing as well. Like it's interesting because you know I said to you about the advert. I just think I don't know what it is. I just think you're just going to apply it to not all the wrong people, but all the people that really you don't want as a customer. Do you see what I mean? But then you can argue back.
What, because of Facebook or just over winter? What do you mean?
I'm worried that because the quality of the advert has dropped, therefore the quality of the lead has dropped. Like.
Yeah, no, I think you're just worrying about nothing.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, like the portion of your customers, regardless of how good your ad is, are going to be shit.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Like what you don't have anyone fucking mug you off or like call you back because of like nothing or cancel none of your customers have cancelled. So you've had the same problems I've had. You've been called back to jobs. You've had customers cancel. It's just on a smaller scale because you've not added as many jobs.
Yeah.
So like
that's another thing I was thinking as well. Yeah.
The trick is just to add as many as you can. It's a numbers game. You're still going to have the same, probably the same percentage based on how many you've added and how like the problems you've had. The percentage probably isn't massive. But bear in mind, I've added like 160 in the last 4 weeks.
I think
so. If I've had 16 cancel, it's noticeable, but it's still only 10%. You've added 30 in the last 4 weeks. If you had 3 cancel, not as noticeable, and you're sitting there going, well, I don't really have those problems. It's just not as noticeable because it's 3.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But if you times that by 10,
then you're
going to notice it. It doesn't matter how many you're adding, you just notice it more.
Yeah.
Because it's a bigger number.
Mate,
and that's how it works. Like when something's more, you notice it more.
Is that how it works, bro?
Yeah. But it's the game. The game's the game, boy.
It's good fun, mate.
It's good fun.
It is good fun.
It's fun like when it's fun, and then like when you're crying and that in the corner of a dark room.
Yeah, it's like
it's still fun, but like
yeah, like, I find this game really enjoyable for about 8 minutes every morning, and then I'll get in my van and then go.
Someone's text me cancel.
Yeah, like it's great until I check my phone.
Right, yesterday I sent the text out at 1 o'clock. I was in a foul mood. Like I had like the free cancel, 2 of them, two people like genuine on holiday, like no issue, like, I have no issue with that. But like one person was like, oh, can't do tomorrow, and I was like, well, I can't do any other days because we're fully booked for the next 3 weeks, and I know I'm not back in Southend or whatever. So I had to deal with that. Some other woman was like, can I skip this one because I've got rubbish down the side of my house? I was like, mate, you like, just come up with a better excuse. Like, don't ruin my day.
Or just spend 5 minutes and
But
move
we
it.
do the next door neighbour, and they share an alleyway. Elliot went there today, no rubbish.
Mate, what is...
He knocked on the door, he said, do you want me to knock on the door? I said, look, I'm not bothered, but he knocked on the door, he put it on there. He was like, oh, Ryan said you have rubbish down the side, you didn't want your windows clean, but I can get down there fine, so I'm doing next door, so do you want them done?
What did you say?
She started flapping, mate. She was like, oh, no, it's fine, like, I've got, like, this rubbish on, I've got stuff to add to it. So, like, do you know what I mean? It's funny now, but yesterday he was fuming. Like, he just put me in a shit mood.
It does though.
Like, he killed my day.
Do you know what it is? It's the fact they can toy with your business so easy.
It's like you get a good day. It was a good day today, on Saturday. It was due to be a good day today. It was still an alright day, but now it's just an alright day.
Mm.
But like, what I found, and I don't know if you find this, the work in Chelmsford, not any issues with.
Mate, Chelmsford golden.
Yeah, I don't know if there's more money. You can tell there's more money in Chelmsford. Like there's newer cars driving around. I see a guy with a golden cane. There was like loads of Asians there wearing coats today, like hood up, coat zipped up.
What, in 30 degrees?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know they're pasty, but like that must have been uncomfortable.
I don't know.
Lots of people with umbrellas as well.
Really?
Yeah. That's just like money. That's like a money mode, isn't it?
Do you reckon it is though?
Would you ever go out with an umbrella?
If it was raining, I probably would.
Yeah.
But
like,
even that, like...
not in 30 degrees sun.
Yeah, I know, definitely not in 30.
That's like aristocrat behaviour, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, it is a little bit.
I
know
just
what
like
you
you're
mean,
just driving around and you're like, just feels more expensive around here.
I like it as well because there's lots of pockets of big houses.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you go on the outskirts, it's like...
Even the smaller houses that would compare to ones, say in Southend, they've all got like side access.
Mate, you can't compare them to areas.
No, but it's the same. It's the same
I know what
building
you're saying.
type. Seem to have more room. They seem to have side access to bigger
I
gardens.
still seem to find the houses though that ask me to walk through the gaff.
Yeah.
I don't know how that happens.
I did have one today. I had to go through the garage.
That's jarring.
Yeah. And they'd had an extension put on the back, so there was like a section of their like utility room you had to go through. But if they're home all the time, I don't really mind it. It's like when I was out with Ruby the other day, and like she wasn't winding me up, but I was like, I know you're bored, so I'm like trying to get through the day. We'd only had half a day's at work.
What's she like?
She's not very good.
Is she not?
No, I think I'll have to keep her in the van for at least 2 months. Maybe like 13 more years until she can drive, but we'll see how it goes. Open driver policy on the insurance, so
She'll go into it.
yeah. Done the fronts of this house, which I knew I had to go through the house because I'd taken her on, she's a customer for a while. Knocked on the door. I don't like ringing on the ring doorbells, I don't know why.
I don't like the fact that they watch me.
I think it's because I don't want them to answer,
Yeah,
so I can
maybe.
drive off. But knocked on the door a couple of times, no answer. And it's not like them, they're normally at home. So I was like, oh, she's not in. So I've gone on to the next job. Fortunately, it was only around the corner. And she's called me, she's like, you're not doing the backs? I said, I knocked on the door 3 times. Like, no one's home. She was like, oh no, I was in the garden.
Well, come and get the door, man.
Yeah. I was like, it's a fucking small house. Like, what do you mean? You was about 3.5 metres away from the front door.
Mate, I find it...
So I popped back and done the backs, but I was like...
It just sets it off to a bit of a weird start, doesn't it?
Do it.
It just sets
Look,
it off.
that's what you want. So she texted me saying, what time you come in? I've got to go out at 9. I thought he would fucking go. Like, red flag number 1, first clean. Right, but I know you've got a side gate because you couldn't have got a quote without a side gate. So I said, no worries, we'll be there about 10, just leave the side gate unlocked. I'm no bullshit, I'm not bullshitting anymore. There's no beating around the bush. It's like, mate, I'm telling you, leave your side gate open. Oh, right, and the back gate will be closed but unlocked for you.
So if it was that easy, wouldn't you just... It just beggars belief.
Yeah. People are just bitches, mate.
It's just... It's hard for people to comprehend the fact that you can't give them a time. I kind of get that, because everything's built on times now, but...
I do give people time.
Do you?
Yeah.
What sort of a window?
2 hour window.
Yeah?
Yeah, like something's got to go drastically wrong for us to not hit that 2 hour window. If it's a day where I've, for example, got a big software and facial job in the morning and then 10 window cleans, I might say morning or afternoon rather than give a time, because I don't know how long the software and facial is going to take me. But I know it's not going to take me till 12 o'clock, so I know I'll get at least the first 3 jobs done in the morning and the rest will be afternoon, but I just can't give the time. But if I've got, like today, 17 window cleans, I know roughly the distance between the jobs, and I know each job's going to take me between 10 and 30 minutes, depending on the size. So I can give them what I normally say to people, and this is a good tip for anyone who wants to like engage with their customers on a...
In what, Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Water-fed pole to the arse. No, if you want to be, I don't want to say like a slightly more professional, because it's not really, doesn't really come into it. But I like to be able to say to the customer, here's an answer to your question. I always say to them, your job number, whatever job number they are, we average around 20 minutes a house. Then I times that 20 minutes by
how many people?
What number they are, divide it by 60 to get the amount of hours, and I say we start at 8, we're going to be with you roughly, say it's 4 hours, 12 o'clock. So then I'll say like, we should be with you roughly midday, but between 11 and 1 is, you know, there's a good chance we'll hit, you know, that time window.
Do you reckon you're ever going to lose that? Do you reckon that's ever going to drop off when you start?
No, I could always work it out, it's just maths.
Yeah, but it's no, I mean on when you scale up now, so like you're going to be...
No, because I'll always only give someone 20 jobs a day. Like, I don't think I really want to bleed the staff.
No. I know what you mean, right? But hear me out. How many customers have you got now?
600. Right,
so if you're going to aim for 1,500 in 18 months, right? Mm-hmm. So now you're going to have 4 people going out in vans, potentially. 4 vans going out, 20 customers each, that's 80 people. If 5 or 6 of them come back every day and say, yeah, by the way, what time are you coming? That's going to get very fucking tiring very quick.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And then you're going to be spending an hour every day just telling people what time. So what I mean is there, I wonder if there's a way where people would be like, in a weird way, stop asking me. Like, it's either going to be AM or PM and just chill now.
Yeah, I think, it might be, I mean, or you could just hire an admin person.
I suppose when you get to that sort of level, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have someone on a phone.
Or, I don't think it exists at the moment, but in an ideal world, you'd be able to pre-populate. So, you know when you send out your texts on Squeegee, I don't know if you do this, but, so for example,
what's
my
Squeegee, mate?
Confirmation date text is, thanks for choosing curbside, your window clean is booked in for, and then there's a short code that says due date or something like that.
Yep.
In brackets, and that pulls in the information from the booking.
Yeah.
So if they could implement something that was like, I mean, I think you can do it, but you have to put in, because you can put in a due time.
You can put time, can't you?
Yeah. So you could pre-populate that text message saying we're due to clean your windows tomorrow. We should be with you around due time. All being well, or you could just cover your ass and say, all being well, we'll be with you around this sort of time, give or take 30 minutes, or give or take an hour. Bar us getting caught up or traffic could change. You just put a disclaimer in. This time could be drastically different due to another.
It's got to be. Mate, Squeegee does everything. Mate, as well, another thing about Squeegee. Have you noticed that when you send out a text message, if they respond, it goes on the inbox of Squeegee as opposed to a text message to you?
Only if you've got two-way messaging set up.
So if I turn that off, right, so then if I turned it off, which I had before, they then can't respond to the number.
No, they have to text you.
Mate, already. Is that not the most jarring thing in the world? Because it leaves as a text message, but it doesn't come back as a text message. That blows my mind.
No, it leaves as a message from Squeegee, like a digital message. It comes back as a digital message. The Squeegee hasn't got a SIM card, is it? It's not like actually a text message. It's not like a text message from a SIM card, it's a text message from a computer. Doesn't exist, it's sort of fugazi.
No, I get that. But then when they respond, the customer sends a text message from a phone with a SIM card to a phone with a SIM card, and it doesn't
work.
work.
Computer.
Yeah, see,
They're replying to the computer.
I just think that, I know.
And what that computer, if you've got your number turned on, it comes up as your number.
Why does it sound squeaky text messaging if it's not a text message?
Well, because it's like people like you wouldn't understand it if they explained what it actually is, so they'll just call it a text message because that fucking...
What do you mean people like me? Like,
covers everything.
How many sneaking is that? It's called a text message, but it's not a text message. Yeah, it's a message of text.
The technicality behind it, it's not coming from a SIM card.
Mate,
it's
I
just
love
coming
it.
from a
I
digital...
love the shots, bruv. People like you.
Yeah. White people!
Do you know what I mean? What do you mean people like you? Fucking hell, mate.
It's just easier to explain it that way, isn't it? It's still a text message. But they're replying to the computer.
Alright, Bill Gates, alright, calm down.
So mine, I think, tells them it's sent from curbside. So it doesn't, there's no number, it's called curbside.
Yeah, I'm just called MKM.
Yeah, so it's not coming from a number, it's like a notification. It's not a text message, it's like a notification.
It's handy though, isn't it? Because it's just another thing you've got to check. Rather than just being a text message.
No, I don't have it turned on, so they can't reply.
The only way they can respond is by ringing you.
Calling the number,
Yeah, I might just change that back. Because I thought it'd be better if they could text me, but I thought it'd come through as a text message.
Well, I can see the positives behind it, and I know we're like nearly an hour and a half in, so I'll keep it brief. But the positives behind it are, once you grow to a size where you've got an admin staff,
she can just have it on.
She can have it on squeegee.
Yeah.
Right, but if they're texting you, and you don't want to deal with it, you've then got to send it to her, or you've got to give your SIM card to the business basically and get a new number. So yeah, that's a problem that I've foreseen in the future.
Down the line.
Yeah. Which might be fun to deal with.
What, changing everyone? No, I think that's...
No, it will absolutely not be fun to deal with
No,
because people don't listen. I could send a text out to every single customer and say, this number does not exist anymore, do not text it, do not call it, here is the new number for curbside, it's on the website, it's on all the text messages you're going to receive, the new number, this is the new number, do not text the old number, and I guarantee you a good portion of them will still call me and text me directly. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
I'd put money on it.
I guarantee it as well.
It's wild. People don't listen.
Mate, I think we better leave it there, bro.
Yeah, I think title this one, People Don't Listen.
People don't listen?
Yeah. And then we'll find out if people read.
That's another thing as well.
Yeah.
Right, go on, bruv, do you want to see us out?
Yes, thank you so much for watching this episode or listening to this episode of the Uncleanables Podcast. If you're going to join the How Many Customers board, drop it in the comments. Yeah, this one. Yeah,
and also let us know what you do with the times, if you tell people what times, and also if anyone's actually done the prompts and actually worked out.
Yeah, if anyone actually does the admin involved with putting, because I think that like is another bunch of admin, right? Because you've got to then put in the time that you're due to be there. But it actually, I think it'd be pretty accurate because you could work out. So say you get to your first run for, call it 8:15, because like staff don't get anywhere at 8 o'clock. Then you know roughly 20 minutes to clean, then you'll know how long between the first job and the second job. You could work that out. So I think it'd actually be pretty accurate. But there'd be fucking tons of admin involved.
Well, no, because if you think, right, just to keep it really, really quick, if you go on Squeegee, it says duration.
Yeah.
Jobs as duration. So Squeegee will do all that for you, providing you put in 20 minutes a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That bit wouldn't change. But the order of the jobs you do might change.
Yeah.
So a job that was second in line, week 1, and due at 8:45.
Oh, I know what you
might
mean.
be due
at
2:15.
Yeah.
The next time it comes around because you've got a bunch of 8-weekly work closer to that first one.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so then you'd have to check it every time.
Yeah.
Admin heavy.
Mate, yeah, it's admin heavy.
Right. Good customer service.
See us out, come mate.
Thanks for watching. I've been Ryan.
I've been Dan.
And remember,
Stay cleaning.